Hi, my name is Coldbeer and let's start with Tempest Rising. The game is not released yet, you can play only the demo version now, but let's be honest, we were waiting for something like this for years, and finally our wait is almost over. Tempest Rising is set in a modern-day alternative history war scenario. It features 3 unique factions, each with its own approach to combat and economy, thus offering a variety of strategies. You'll take on a role of commander of highly mobile and advanced peacekeeping corps in 2 15-mission campaigns that will allow you to customize your army for each mission. All 3 factions are asymmetrical, each featuring distinct economy and playstyle, so we are cheering for that already. Also skirmish, custom games and ranked multiplayer matchmaking will be available, so you will be able to actually measure how bad you play. You can already try the demo version on Steam absolutely free. Halo Wars Definitive Edition. Title includes improved graphics, new achievements and all the DLCs from the original game. Here you can experience the campaign or compete in online multiplayer battles. It is a surprisingly solid traditional base building RTS. Game has 91% of positive review score on Steam. It's hard to ignore this number, it may not be a masterpiece, but it's definitely one of the best RTS games out there. The downside is that almost nobody is playing online anymore. You have to have a friend to test your might in PvP matches, or a mother-in-law. Also, I have to stress out that the game is oriented for those who know what Halo is, but the knowledge is not necessary to play, so if you can manage to snatch Halo Wars on sale, it's a win. Retro Commander. Okay, this looks like a complete Red Alert ripoff, but it has one really nice attribute you probably can't resist. It is free to play on Steam. It's in early access now and you can try it already. Here you'll encounter a challenging AI for single-player games, including co-op play with the AI, cross-platform multiplayer over LAN or internet, including co-op, team and clan games. You will encounter a campaign with a storyline of humanity after a cataclysmic event, and zillions of units including infantry, tanks, jets, helicopters, airships, warships, penis throwers, submarines and many more. Well, maybe not all of them, but the game is not finished yet, so you never know. StarCraft 2. So if you somehow avoided StarCraft 2 in your life, I envy you so much. I have sunk about 5,000 hours into this game and I regret nothing. StarCraft 2 was basically the only game I played for 3 years after its initial release and continue to do that occasionally for many years after as well. And the best part of StarCraft 2 is that now it is free. Well, I paid good money for it back then, but now you don't have to. Multiplayer is free and the first full campaign with Terrans is free as well. If you think that StarCraft 2 is dead because it's an old game, you are more than wrong. About 35 to 50,000 players log into StarCraft 2 every day and play at least one game. That is not much if you compare it with the giants of the gaming world, but it is far away from dead as well. I think with the upcoming release of Stormgate, which is being developed by the former Blizzard employees, things may change and StarCraft 2 may really die, but so far it is alive as ever. Beyond All Reason. This is a free open-source real-time strategy game created to uphold the legacy of Total Annihilation and similar old-school games. Although the game is not finished yet, it is currently in playable open alpha with a multiplayer gameplay nearing a finalized state, meaning that you can just go to beyondallreason.info, download the client and play the game absolutely free. It is being updated on a daily basis in terms of the client and infrastructure, and the development team is working on a single-player campaign as well. Now it offers ordinary skirmishes, 2 survival modes and a bunch of simple scenarios, and probably much more because it is evolving every day. Also, if you feel like an RTS pro, you can participate in tournaments and earn money. So far the game is not available on Steam, but developers said that it will be in the future. War Selection. This is a real-time alternative history strategy with base building, resource extraction and warfare. You'll battle for supremacy against dozens of opponents on a ginormous procedurally generated map. Even 15 versus 15 skirmishes are available, but sadly the game doesn't have such a big community to actually make it work. So forget all that epicness right away. Just like you forgot your dream of becoming an outstanding penis doctor a long time ago. Here every player starts in the Stone Age and then goes through 7 historical eras by the process you are very familiar with from the Age of Empires. When I say familiar, I mean a rip-off, but nobody cares about that, including me. My whole youth I was buying Adidas and Abiba sneakers from my local market, and they were protecting my feet just fine. Game has very positive reviews on Steam, but I have also found a lot of unhappy comments about the toxic community. Games that are free to play and free stuff always attracts a lot of kids who can only feel manly enough if they say something mean to you. But we all know that this is because they have very small PP and not even an outstanding penis doctor could help them. Starship Troopers Terran Command. This game has a model similar to the Arbillions, where you defend from the hordes of enemies and try to keep your base alive. Also, here you can literally relive the best moments of the Starship Troopers movie by defending your base from hordes of ladybugs. Anyway, here you'll encounter dozens of unique insect types, each with their own special abilities and skills. Also, the map has terrain elevation, true line of sight and true line of fire, providing deep tactical gameplay, meaning that units that stand behind other units can't shoot unless they stand on a higher ground. Sadly, you can't play as an alien insect. It's not off the table completely, developers say, but now you can only play as a military human society. That's it. If you are wondering if you can build a base here, yes you can, but it's not the main focus of the game, I would say. Despite that, it has a very positive review score on Steam, and many commentators are stating that if you like Command & Conquer or StarCraft, you must try Starship Troopers as well, so do not ignore it. Dune 2000. Arrakis awaits you, a sand planet with famous giant underground sandworms who can easily eat the biggest units you got. This force majeure element is absolutely amazing and will keep you on your toes while fighting on dunes. The game itself is made with a similar engine as a famous Command & Conquer Red Alert game, and honestly we can call it a clone of it, just with a few additional features and visuals. If you are a fan of the books or a recent movie, you will probably be delighted to hear that Dune 2000 is officially a free game, unlike the movies or the books. Just Google Open Array and thank me later. Remastered version easily run on modern PCs, and you can even play multiplayer. Lobbies are full of players. Forged Battalion. People on Steam are saying that Forged Battalion has strong Command & Conquer vibes and charming graphics, but it's definitely not a game you will be playing for months or even weeks. Most of the players who leave comments on Steam have from 1 to 10 hours of gameplay time. Forged Battalion has mixed reviews on Steam, meaning that it has some flaws like weak AI of some units or balance problems. That is unacceptable. The only balance problems I can approve of are when I drink too much beer, but not here. Coolest thing is that here you can modify your own units, put weapons or armor you like on your vehicles, make them unique and then send them to battle. This is the only reason, this amazing feature, why this game is in this list. I do not recommend buying Forged Battalion for the full price, but on sale it costs about €4 or dollars, so think about it. 8-bit armies. If Command & Conquer spent the night with Minecraft, 9 months later 8-bit armies would be born. This is a fast-paced RTS, a very colorful strategy arcade game that is easy to learn for players of all skill levels. Collect resources, build up and defend your base, amass your army of tanks and planes, and ultimately crush your opponents. You'll find 25 offline campaign missions, 12 co-op missions to play with your mother-in-law, and 10 multiplayer maps that support up to 8 players online. The game also has pretty good AI you can play with or fight against. The game is easy to understand and is really user-friendly. Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 1 and 2. Prepare yourself for the grim, dark future of the 41st millennium, where alien races battle mankind for galactic domination in a universe of unending war. Here you can personalize your armies with a unit customization tool that gives you the ability to choose your army's insignias, banners, squad colors, and names. Quite a cool feature if you are nitpicky, and if you are not, totally useless stuff. First two Dawn of War games are loved more than the third, which allegedly has an uninspiring campaign, dead multiplayer, and also that tiny fact that the game was abandoned after release. No patches or content updates at all. Homeworld Deserts of Karak. A ground-based RTS prequel to the classic Homeworld games. It has nice graphics, great special effects and good gameplay in general. But do not expect miracles, campaign is only 13 missions long and it's quite easy. You can beat it in a day, so put it into your wishlist and wait for a sale. I just checked, on the last Steam sale it had 90% discount and cost less than €5 or dollars. That is a great deal, you can't deny that. Just don't buy this game if you are interested in multiplayer. Nobody plays it, it's dead. Just like your hopes for your boss to increase your salary. 0K. In this free-to-play game, which has more than 90% of positive review score on Steam, you will construct giant robots and move mountains if needed, conquer enemy at all costs. This is a traditional real-time strategy with physically simulated units and projectiles. Here, at the same time, you will command over 100 different units with unique abilities, including cloaking, jump jets, and terrain manipulation. And no, this is not just a multiplayer game with scarce solo content. You'll find more than 70 missions in campaigns to be enjoyed alone or co-op with friends. Also, here you'll find a challenging AI which is nothing like your spouse, because 0K's AI doesn't cheat. And if you tend to play with friends, you will find plenty of multiplayer content as well. Free-for-all, co-op, ladders, replays, spectators, and tournaments. The game is really free, you will not find any stuff you have to pay for. Supreme Commander 1 and 2. With lengthy and diverse campaigns, a skirmish mode, and online community, Supreme Commander is truly what the genre of RTS is all about. Also, it has good mod support and it extends the lifetime of these games like potato salad extends your lifespan, or like cold beer extends your evening with friends. Overall, if you played, let's say, Total Annihilation, the Supreme Commander will feel familiar. It has the same vibes. Both Commander games are old, so they will probably run on the worst potato you have. Yeah, not even a potato PC. Just a simple potato should be able to run first Supreme Commander. Just don't make a lot of units.
This is a terrible advice.
Oh, shut up. Anyway, it's a real treat for people who can't afford a high-end computer but still want to play the best games, and Supreme Commander is all that. Planetary Annihilation Titans. You can play the game alone and rule your pathetic planet on a traditional real-time strategy campaign, or dive into multiplayer battles and sacrifice your dignity and self-esteem to much better players. The game was released about 8 years ago, so you can imagine how many better players Planetary Annihilation has bred, how many eggs of much better players it has laid, and how many of them had hatched. And now it's too late to burn the nest with fire, you will have to take them all one-on-one like a hero you are never meant to be. And believe me, some of those players are still in the game. As for recent months, about 300 players are in game at all times, so you will not feel alone here, and that is a good thing. Titans also has pretty good AI which can surprise you with ingenious decisions, like detonating their own homeworld in hopes to kill your commander. Go big or go home, they say, except when you blow up your homeworld you don't have home to go to, so you can go only big.
Oh, the puns.
Shut up, I'm really proud of this sentence. Anyway, reviews on Steam are very positive, so I think you can give it a try without many thoughts given. But better put it into your wishlist and wait for a sale, because then it costs about €6 or dollars. And for an RTS game with very positive reviews, it's an amazing deal. And now, thank you for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you
Next time, bye.